So no one really knows where hula hoops came from. About 3,000 years ago in Egypt, they used to do it just for fun. They used to twirl around a grapevine on the ground with a stick. And then in 14th century England, people were playing with hoops. They called it hooping. And doctors actually thought that hooping caused heart attacks. In the 18th century, some sailors realized that hooping was an awful lot like the dance of the Hawaiian hula dancers, and thus hula hooping was born. And since then, millions and millions have been sold, and there's been international hula hoop competitions. Now, Allison Collins is a hula hooper, and she thinks it's worth your while to dig it out of the basement. How are you doing?
Not too bad.
Okay, so let me ask you about the hula hoop. Why do you think it's a good thing for us all to do?
Well, it not only does it tone your muscles and strengthen and really help with flexibility, but it's a really good way to incorporate fun into your workout. A lot of times people fear the idea of going out and doing their workouts and such, but when you're doing something so fun, you don't mind getting out of breath and a little sweaty because you're like, this is so fun, I want to keep doing it.
So what can the act of actually swinging this thing on the hips, what does it do for your body?
Well, it opens up the flexibility of your hips, it tones your abdominal muscles, it also massages your internal organs, helps with core strength, and it also really helps if you have any problems with your back or anything like that. It really helps to loosen up those muscles, but in a fluid motion, because the circle really brings your muscles in a fluid manner instead of pulling or straining on one particular muscle group.
And you also believe it's good for women to hula hoop.
It's really good because a lot of times we're not really supposed to wiggle our hips in North American culture too much, so it helps you be able to move in a very womanly way without feeling provocative.
And it's the first time that actually having big hips are useful.
Exactly, yay!
Except for childbearing. Yeah. Okay, so why don't you give me a lesson, because I don't even think I'll be able to keep this thing upright.
Oh, I'm sure you can. So what you're going to want to do is put it on your hips. And now everybody needs to realize at first you're going to drop it, so it's half the fun. It's feeling silly like a little kid.
Okay.
So you're going to want to give it a nice spin around your hips, and then kind of rock back and forth. A lot of times when people are starting out, they like to just rock like this.
Okay.
Because it's like the same as twirling your keys around your finger. The momentum from spinning it will keep it going. So you can give it a try.
I'll give it a try.
Excellent.
I feel I have to concentrate a lot. Hey, I'm keeping it up.
Woohoo!
It is a good workout, though.
It really is, yeah.
Woohoo!
I think that's the longest I've seen a first-timer do it. That's awesome.
Okay, here mine drops now. Okay, I guess the thing is you got to keep practicing.
Yeah, yeah. It keeps going because it's a circle, and you just, there's endless potential of what you can do with the hula hoop. I mean, that's why they've been doing it for, thousands and thousands of years, because it doesn't get old.
So it's a pretty cheap way to exercise.
Yes, yeah. You can get one of these ones. These are adult-size weighted hoops. They're not like your regular hula hoops, so they're sturdier, larger, and they also have grip tape on them, which helps cling to your clothes, which helps with more resistance and help you keep it up. So you get a nice rigid hula hoop, and I mean, you can bring it not only on your stomach, but you can have it all over your arms, your legs, your knees, and I mean, you can tone all parts of your body.
All right, let's give it another go.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Ready?
Okay.
There you go. Not to mention it makes you laugh.
Hey, stay with us. More to come on today's show. We meet a couple who personalize their kitchen, and Aaron Sully gets the scoop on sunless tanning.